4th Annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right?
We've got some great categories tonight, including athletes.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Season's COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons looking like to me.
Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through, no one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year.
Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.
Yo. What's happening, y'all? Ooh, boy, I'm hot. All right. I'm cool now. I done brought it down. What up? It's your boy checking in. The greatest of all DJs, straight out of the C-pole.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah. Y'all heard my commercial, man? Y'all heard my little cameo? I heard my cameo in the commercial, man. Shouts out to Hotep Nation, man. Shouts out to the Grifties. Y'all gotta go watch the Grifties, man. The Grifties are streaming live right now on YouTube. Check out the Grifties, man. It's on Hotep TV. Man, listen, Hotep Nation, shouts out to the whole family, man. Shouts out to HJ. Hotep Jesus, that Hotep Jesus dude. Shouts out to Uncle Hotep. Shouts out to my dog Cannon, man. If you like great takes, man, and if you definitely rock with guns like I rock with guns, you have got to check out my homie Cannon Hotep, man. Cannon Hotep show goes down every Monday and Wednesday with Cannon Speaks and the homie Jay Pylon. Every now and then I pop up on the show with Cannon. And then we have also Hotep's Been Told You, the after party. Hotep's Been Told You is the main flagship show of Hotep Nation. And it goes down every Thursday night, 8 p.m. on Hotep TV over on Rumble, HJ's page, Hotep Jesus on YouTube. And yeah, man, and then afterwards is the Hotep's Been Told You after party, man, with Kenny Hotep, Jay Pylon, your boy Protocol slides through, my partner Fresh Mike comes through, man. It's always a good time, man. Shouts out to all the Hotep, shouts out to Hotep Nation. One time for my partner Fresh Mike, man, who was somewhere lurking around the chats. I seen him jump in and he probably jumped out. I don't know what's going on, but man, shouts out to the whole fam, man. It is May 31st, 2024. And it is the day after verdict day. That's right, y'all. 34 counts. My dog got hit with them. We gonna talk about it. We gonna hit it up. You know we got to. I'm gonna break it down like nobody breaks it down. I'm gonna introduce you guys to some and reintroduce and present to others the homie Robert Gouveia, LawTube, one of the greatest lawyers out there that is available on YouTube. And he's going to break it down. And I'm just going to hit on some things I want y'all to understand. And we're going to talk about what's going on. I'm going to open up the phone lines. Early. My dog, Fresh Mike. You in the studio or you going to phone call, man? Fresh Mike going to come in. Hopefully he can get in on camera. We'll get him in. My dog, Triple G just called. Lil Bro just called. My Nightwing, to me being the Batman of the situation. He just called, and I already know that he's trying to get in on this grift as well. So You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that. All right, that's cool. I'll be right here, man. Fresh Mike is officially in the building. There he is. He says, "Let's go." So we'll bring him in. Also, Cannon is lurking, man. Cannon will be in the night, man. Cannon said he might want to jump in on this here as well. So, you know, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about how this relates to regular everyday people, because that has been my fight. My fight ever since this happened is like, if they could do this to Trump, a former president, a rich white man, yo po black ass do not stand a chance. I'm just keeping it real. So all the people bus stopping in the streets and all that shit, man, they better realize and recognize what the fuck is going on. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to get it all that. But first, before we break down any of the events of this week, shouts out to my dog Fuego. Fuego is in the building. Before we break down any of this week's happenings, you know how pro got to do it, man. We got to come with some dope music to get our palate right, man, and get into this. And I ain't gonna lie, despite all of the foolishness, all of the craziness that has gone on this week, I feel like the king of Zamunda. I got something in my pocket that I don't even like. Anybody who know me know I don't like Plies, right? And Plies has made me dislike the fact of big face hunnits. And unfortunately, I got big face hunters in my pockets, and I'm really not too happy about that. So I'm gonna, journey into town and see if somebody want to change these hundreds for a bunch of 20s. Maybe I can find some Harriet Tubmans. Did they print the Harriet Tubmans yet? I don't know. Anyway, I'm feeling like the king of Zamunda. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. My dog VP the Street Scholar, featuring my brother Clay Hodges. The name of this track is, well, King of Zamunda. So we finna go ahead and we finna rock out and jam out the Clay and VP the Street Scholar, man. And we're gonna make it happen. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this, man, and we're gonna have us a good time, man. Let's go.
Oh, this black superhero music right here. I told y'all niggas is different. Yeah. I gotta deal with it now. We here. Kyle. Yo. Kyle. All right. Get money. Oh. I feel like the king of Zamunda. Paper, yeah, I'm getting to it. Oh. I feel like the king of Zamunda. Paper, yeah, I'm getting to it. You know what I gotta do to get it. I ain't waiting till I get $1 million. You know what I gotta do to get it. I ain't waiting till I get $1 million. This is for my niggas grinding for a living. Money that's the business. I feel like King Joppy Joe Fo. All I'm missing is the rose petals in the limousine with the chauffeur. Tell these stupid niggas that it's over. The bullshit, yeah, it's done with. Got the blueprint just like Hova talking about my town. Yeah, I'm about to run shit and the model still getting money. That's one thing that will never change. I'ma take this paper, watch the way I'm hustling. And one thing I say, you should do the same. Boy, you know this ain't no fucking game, nigga. I ain't playing. No. Like a king, yeah, I roll with the semi. Hustle hard, I don't know about no gimme. This ain't no gimmick, I really go get it. That life I done lived it, damn right I done did it. So dope with the hope that one day I do different. For niggas be hating, but no, I ain't tripping. Just play my position, stay down with no quitting. I do this for Jada, for Jimmy, for Amber, for Ari, for Zion. My mama, my daddy, no lying. I'm hustling, I'm grinding, no one can deny me. I came up, I'm climbing. You see how I'm shining the trap, yeah, that's where you can find me, my nigga. For real, I'm going. I feel like the king of Zamunda. Paper, yeah, I'm getting to it. I feel like the king of Zamunda. Paper, yeah, I'm getting to it. You know what I gotta do to get it. I ain't waiting till I get $1 million. You know what I gotta do to get it. I ain't waiting till I get $1 million. This is for my niggas grinding for a living. Money that's the reason. You feel me, girl? I feel like the king is Zamunda. My palace got too many rooms, brought me in the money like I'm on that boom. But how do you deal with the hate and the rumors? From these losers, it be too much. I'm in Molly with hotties, I'm juiced up. Fucking diamonds, these emeralds cooler. And this movie young girl got me chewed up. I'm a ruler, so I pull up in a zoom, bro. Like zoom, zoom, you can feel it when I'm in the room. Got an army behind me, they goon, goons. I'm a general when I say boom, boom, it's over. I need closure, they try to roll up for my throne, bro. I'm not a toller, so so I can let that shit slide. Got a queen on my side, do my thing for my tribe. My name gon' reside from the bay to the Nile. All the pain that's inside, help my dreams come alive. They were saying through the ground from the weight of my crown, I'm a king. It's royalty, King Clay.
Stand tall.
Betrayal on the far side, baby.
Let's get it.
I feel like the king was a moon. Baby, yeah, I'm getting to it. I feel like the king is a moon. Baby, yeah, I'm getting to it. What I gotta do to get it, I ain't waiting till I get a million. What I gotta do to get it, I ain't waiting till I get a million. This is for my niggas running for a living money. That's the reason.
Ooh, we jived that day presidential.
Ooh, we jived that day presidential. What up, Bo? All right. I'm here. You know, we gearing out. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all my folk checking in. Your boy Protocol, love in the building.
DJ Protocol.
You know how we get down, folk. Another day of awesomeness. Another Friday night. Got to say it like my boy. Y'all know. Y'all remember the movie Nutty Professor? Y'all remember when he got a date with Miss Purdy? Y'all remember when he got a date with Miss Purdy? Y'all remember the song he sung? Friday night. That my joint. I'm finna add that to the soundboard. So, you know, every Friday night we gonna start Friday night. I got a date Friday night at 8, and I will not be late, and it will be so great. Shouts out to Eddie Murphy, man. That movie right there. You know what? I might just watch that movie tonight. I'm gonna see my old lady trying, man. See if she wanna watch some Nutty Professor. Thanks, Mega Shake. If anybody finds out the formula of the Mega Shake, I would love Mega Shake. I would love it. Cause you know, I ain't gonna lie. I be out here working out, I be hitting the gym and stuff. I be out here in the field sweating. But that's ghetto. I'm tired of that's ghetto. I want some Mega Shake. I'm trying to dang man, I should have went to the barbershop. This is crazy. Anybody else got beard problems and your beard just wants to like muddle its way over into your mouth? Pause,
Granddad.
And then when you're eating your food, it's just like, I want to taste. Like, yeah, man, my beard be trying it. That's all right, though, because maybe Sunday no, it's not going to work. Nah, maybe one day next week. I don't know. Anyway, we're here. Appreciate you guys for coming in, checking out the show. Y'all know we got a hot night tonight. So we're definitely gonna get into that. Plus, we're gonna get into some other things. A lot of things happened this week. So we're gonna talk about it and jump into it and make some other things happen. So, you know, I hope you're ready, because I'm ready. You're ready. I'm ready. We're all ready, because I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's all right. Any Keenan Kel fans in the building, man? I know I'm like showing my age. I understand that I'm still like, I'm not really a kid in the sense of all the rest of these kids, but I'm still young. I'm like 35, you know, still young. Still like to play video games. Oh, speaking of, do not let me make it to 12 o'clock. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to be on the show come 12 o'clock midnight. I got to get over there. I'm on a mission. I'm trying to visit the gun van on GTA online. I'm trying to go ahead and knock out this little challenge. You got to visit it every day for 10 straight days. I'm trying to knock out this challenge. So I should do it every morning before I go to work, but I try to do it every night before I go to bed. So not going to miss that tonight. All right? Cool. All right, guys. It's about time for us to get this show on the road. You ready? Because I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Friday Night Flights, with services covering everything you knew and might have missed. We're clear for takeoff and expected to be in the air in a moment's time. I ask that you please fasten your seat belts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. I also ask that your seats and table trays are placed in the upright position for takeoff. Please, y'all, make sure that all your personal electronic devices like your cell phones or your laptops are fully charged or in the very least bit placed on the charger. Smoking is allowed for the duration of this flight, and drinking is heavily, strongly encouraged, especially tonight. Thank y'all for choosing Real Ninja Airlines. Please enjoy your flight. All right, guys. And about to take off. Man, I wish that I could play. You know what, guys? We're going to make our way away from YouTube and Facebook, and we're going to get over to Rumble. Because I can play all the music I want over on Rumble, and I don't get in any trouble. But this here Facebook thing, and this here YouTube thing, they are not fans of the music. No, they're not. No. Because I will be jamming. I'd even have a little DJ section, y'all. I'm setting up, so I've made it into studio number 2. Nope. It's studio number 3. It's the third iteration of the home studio since we've started Friday Night Flights. All right. Coming live from the Ponderosa. It's finna get spicy out here in these streets, so I had to make my way to the land of milk and honey. Had to make my way to the estate. 22 glorious acres. Countryside. Not too far from the city. Still a city boy. But you know, you got to have the bug out get down. So I've made it here. And this is the summer getaway. And it's beautiful. Wake up in the mornings. I be having rabbits in these streets. In these fields. If you guys follow me on X, you've seen the rabbits. I ain't gonna say I chased it, but I followed one on my zero turn. And let's just say Peter Rabbit left me in the dust. But it's cool. So we're out here now, and we're getting with things. As you see, the flags have made it, and there will be more. There will be different iterations as I get things together. I have my my gun desk to my left. All right, my gun desk here. As you see, that's my traveling cleaning kit right there with my trunk sign. My big kits down there. My babies are sitting here on the desk. Going to clean those, and actually, I don't need to clean them anymore. I cleaned them a couple days ago. Put a nice good coat on them. Got them good, nice and greased. I'm going to go shooting this weekend. That's actually the intentions tomorrow, is to get up and go shooting. I think I'm going to go buy me a 22. I need me a good 22 rifle. So I'm going to go see if I can find one of those in town tomorrow. Once I get done, being domestic, getting some new appliances in and cutting some grass, that type of things. Got to get right because, man, it's get low season. And I am definitely about to get low because shit's about to get real. Y'all know it's about to get real because of what happened yesterday. Yesterday was a travesty. And before we get into yesterday, because I know we all want to talk about yesterday, we have to we got to do a little something, man. We got to wet our palate. We got to go ahead and get ourselves together for what is this? Oh, I got tagged in something. Oh yeah, somebody want to know. Oh, let me see. Rakim is set to drop a new solo album titled God's Network Rebirth. The album will be self-produced and feature DMX, Dipsey Hussle, Snoop Dogg, Prodigy, Method Man, Planet Asia, BG, Cannabis, and more. The album is slated to drop July 26th. And I was tagged in that. So, okay. Shouts out to Rakim. Rakim the God, you know. All right, let's see. Here. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Let's let me mute up. Let me mute up. Pull this on over. Pull them out. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do this. Because this ain't even in the... Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Yes, it is. Look at me. I'm all smart and stuff. I be accidentally being smart on situations. All right. Let's see. And we're here. All right, guys. Let's let's talk about this right quick. You guys, I'm pretty sure you've seen this. I'm pretty sure you've seen this. But if you haven't, let's just go ahead and let's get in on this right here, because this right here was crazy. And then I want to talk about it. So let's find out. Let's go.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Great. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is.
So let's just stop right there. The prosecutor requested for adjournment for 4 weeks. I think that's what she said. Did you guys hear that? Let's back this up. Let's back this up. Let's back this up. She asked for adjournment for 4 weeks. Let's hear it. Let me make sure that she said that.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something.
So you asked for adjournment, which means we don't want to be here. We need another month. I think that's what the prosecutor just said. If that's the prosecutor, let's make sure that's the prosecutor. Or maybe that's his lawyer. Let's find out.
Possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
So I want to stop it right there for a second. Typically, when you go to court, it's a month out, a month and a half out, 2 months out, 3 months out. For situations like this, driving on a suspended license, driving without insurance, anything of those, like traffic infractions, they're at least a month out. They're never, here to, done today, go to court next week. That doesn't happen. Fuego said, you got a date that's on the calendar. I've been in a position where I've been driving without a license. Not with a suspended license, but driving without a license. Left it home, something along those lines. You have an opportunity in court with traffic violations to go in front of the court and have fixed those situations. When you present it to the judge will toss it out. Driving without headlights. Oh, my electrical was out on my headlights. I got it fixed. Here's the bill. Okay, cool. Case dismissed. Driving without a license. Yeah, didn't have my license on me. Here's a copy of my license. Okay, cool. Case dismissed. Carrying a weapon, don't have a license on you at the time, but you're legal, you're of age, you have no issues. Get the license, comes in the mail, show it to the judge when you go back in front of the court. Okay, cool, case dismissed. I've been there. All of these instances, I'm telling you, because I've been there. Headlights, been there. Dead hooker in the trunk. Nope, haven't been there. Nope. Dead hooker in the trunk. Yes, Your Honor, there was a hooker in the trunk dead. However, I disposed of the body properly. Okay, case dismissed. No, I'm just playing. Nope, never been there. But I have been with the, left my driver's license home. I have been where I've had my weapon and presented my license to the judge, and they've all been thrown out. So for people to add, when he's like the judge for one, where he's like, so he's the case is driving on a suspended license and he's driving, like, yeah, it's possible if I've rectified my license. However, this dude, let's continue.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license.
That part. That's what screws him. He doesn't have a license. The judge pulled up his record and was like, yeah, he doesn't have a license. Which is interesting because I didn't know that the judge actually had access to the Department of Driver Services. Did not know they had that kind of power. Fuego is funny. Fuego says, Your Honor, I'm just driving to the bar directly from home. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's get back to the rest of this.
He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Mike, that's his lawyer? Mike, that's his defense lawyer? Because she just threw him under the bus. If that's his defense lawyer.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Yo. Look at his face. Hey, man. This is meme of the year right here, bro. This is meme of the year. Watch his face. Meme of the year. Meme of the year. Holy shit.
Assistant Public Defender.
Meme of the year. You know what we got to give him? We got to give him one of these. God, to be more careful. What up, boy? Man, my dog in the building, man. Yo. George Dirk Collier's in the building, man. Gots to be the dumbest nigga in the world, bruh. For real. Gots to be, man. He made me look. It's people like that nigga who was driving, who while here bust open in the street talking about we got Trump. It's niggas like him, dumb as a motherfucker.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Straight up, man. You know what? I'm so glad you said that, Mike. I'm so glad you said that because you know what? I'm just going to be real. In my lifetime, I've been in front of maybe about 6 judges or so, 7 judges, no more than 10 judges. No more than 10 judges have I been to in my lifetime. Shut up. Shut up. Anybody who want to pass judgment, he without sin, may they cast the first stone. I done had my fun in these streets. Did some speeding. Sometimes I've been in front of the judge. I ain't even had no business being in front of the judge. All right? Regardless of the fact, I done been there. This dude reminds me of every black male judge I've ever been in front of. Black women judges, cool. Except for one. There was one black male judge. I fucked with him. He was the truth. But all the other black male judges, like the one that I just dealt with, that I have to go back in front of his goddamn bench again, I think maybe this month right here. I think maybe this month right here. Craziness. Pure craziness. They've all been horrible. They've all been out with a point to prove, especially against black men. And I don't know what it is. I got a speculation of what it is, but they just don't like black men. They be out to get us. So, buddy fucked up. I would have pulled my first of all, I wouldn't have got on that. I would have got on that Zoom without the camera. Sir, why can't you get the camera? Why is your camera not on? I don't know. I'm trying to get the camera working right now. I don't know. My phone ain't work. I don't give a damn if I'm lying. I'm behind the wheel with a suspended license. Like, what else I'm gonna do? 2 Chainz said it best. Y'all want to hear what 2 Chainz said? Let me let y'all hear what 2 Chainz said. By the way, this is my favorite. This is really one of my favorite 2 Chainz. This is one of my favorite 2 Chainz songs and albums. Like I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Titty Boy. Titty Boy is honestly one of my favorite artists. 2 Chainz. Oh, my boy, man. Really, yeah, straight up. Straight up, where is that? All right, let me turn it down a little bit because I don't want them to hit it yet. All right, here we go. That's where I would have been. I just sat up on the stand, told her a lie straight to the honor. That's it. That's it. My dog says, shoot, he would have been better all straight. Hold on, let me make this bigger. Let me go ahead and make this bigger. Oh, man. What? Oh, duh. All right. Oh, man, stop it. My dog said he would have been better off straight missing the court or called once he parked saying he had connection problems. Suspended license, court case, and call while driving. Can't get no dumber than that. That's facts. Fuego. I get bad cell reception inside my house, Your Honor. Straight up. Straight up. Anything would have been better than what he just tried. Anything would have been better than what he just tried, but he tried it. He tried it, and he walked around and found out. So, he done went up in front of this man, and this man got a point to prove. He out to shake two tail feathers and make some things happen. So, yeah, that is that. And Lord, the red whites is going ham, man. They having fun with this. Look at this man with suspended license joins court Zoom call while driving in his car. This is the funniest video I've seen in a long time. Judge Cedric Simpson can be seen dumbfounded after defendant Corey Harris dialed into the meeting from his car. Mr. Harris, are you driving? Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office. Actually, just give me 1 second. Judge Simpson then revoked Harris's bond and ordered him to turn himself in to the local jail. Incident happened in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Oh, okay. The Michigans, huh? The Michigan folk. Well, I guess Missy can't. Hey, right, Judge looking like, I know this nigga ain't. Did this nigga just called in? Somebody come look at this. Somebody can look at this shit. Somebody can look at this shit. Cause I know good and well this nigga ain't doing what I think that nigga here do. Yeah, Judge, he did it. He sure did, Judge. That's your man's. That's your man's, Judge. He did it. He did it. All right, guys. So now that we talked about Lil Goofy, let me see if there's anything else on my X timeline that I would like to talk to y'all about before we get into the topic of the week. Let's find out, shall we? I think I shared some stuff on my X line, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, that's that Glenn Beck video talking about the color revolution. We could talk about that. Oh, that's the work video. Okay. Oh, yeah, we could talk about that right quick. Yeah. All right, let me see. Did I retweet that? Huh? Oh, no, that's that ad. Oh, that's that ad. I don't want to see that ad. That ad is funny, though. Oh, my God. All right, guys, let's talk about this. This just came up. Can we talk about this? Let's talk about this. We need to talk about this because I'm tired of dumbass people, and this is a dumbass broad. All right, here we go. Black men should be insulted and offended. Don't let him use you. And then Donald Trump has plans to turn on you if he wins. I got to say something. All right. You can't read, huh? You really can't. Okay. In retaliation, Trump spent $85,000 to take out full-page ads in the New York Times, New York Daily News, and New York Post and New York Newsday, calling for the death penalty for the Central Park Five. All right. This is what she shared. Now, you know what she didn't do? You know what she didn't do? Because obviously, as you guys see, it's really hard for us to do. She didn't read the article. She didn't read the article. But guess what we're going to do, guys? You know what we're going to do? We're going to read the article. I've done this before, but we're going to do it again just for tonight because, you know, this is going to be one of the things that niggas are going to run crazy with this. This is going to be one of the things. And then we're going to talk about Trump more. All right? So, here we go. Let's see. Can we pull this up? All right, let me make his full screen over here. Oh my goodness, I can't zoom in on that. Let's back up. Why are you even? What do you say, Jonah? Oh, I've already had this in. Oh, okay, whatever. I guess I could read it before. For some reason I can't read it now. Let's see. Will it let me zoom? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. I can read perfectly now. All right. Hold on, guys. 2 seconds. All right, guys. So here we go. What did he say? Jonah says, I'm in the middle of a 50-kilometer pedal bike ride to store and back, so I had to stop to respond. I feel you, bro. He also says, shouts out to Jonah, man. Jonah's up, as you say, he says kilometer. So, you know, he's got to be somewhere not in America, although he's on the American continent. He's up. He's a northern neighbor. So shouts out to him and that up there. He says Michigander and cut the judge some slack. He was handcuffed by the defendant. Yeah, he definitely was. He definitely was. All right, guys, check it out. This is the article. And what I want you to do, all my men in the chat and the women, I want y'all to chime in and let me know the moment you hear some race mentioned or racistness or anything, you stop and you let me know. You let me know when you hear the racism, okay? All right, here we go. Bring back the death penalty. Bring back our police. What has happened to our city over the past 10 years? What has happened to law and order, to the neighborhood cop we all trusted and safeguard? Who we all trusted to safeguard our homes and families. The cop who had the power under the law to help us in times of danger. Keep us safe from those who would prey on innocent lives to fulfill some distorted inner need. What has happened to the respect for authority, the fear of retribution by the courts, society, and the police for those who break the law, who want only to trespass on the right of others? What has happened is the complete breakdown of life as we knew it. Many New York families, white, black, Hispanic, and Asian, have had to give up the pleasure of a leisurely stroll in the park at dusk, the Saturday visit to a playground with their families, the bike ride at dawn, or just sitting on their stoops, giving them up as hostages to a world ruled by the law of the streets, as roving bands of wild criminals roam our neighborhoods, dispensing their own vicious brand of twisted hatred on whomever they encounter. At what point did we cross the line from the fine and noble pursuit of a genuine civil liberties to the reckless and dangerously permissive atmosphere which allows criminals of every age to beat and rape a helpless woman and then laugh at her family's anguish? And why do they laugh? It's simple. They laugh because they know soon, very soon, they will be returned to the streets to rape and maim and kill once again. and yet face no great personal risk to themselves? Mayor Coach has stated that hate and rancor should be removed from our hearts. I do not think so. I want to hate these muggers and these murderers. They should be forced to suffer, and when they kill, they should be executed for their crimes. They must serve as examples so that others will think long and hard before committing a crime or an act of violence. Yes, Mayor Coach, I want to hate these murderers, and I always will. I'm not looking to psychoanalyze or understand them. I'm looking to punish them. If the punishment is strong, the attacks on innocent people will stop. I recently watched a newscast trying to explain the anger in these young men. I no longer want to understand their anger. I want them to understand our anger. I want them to be afraid. How can our great society tolerate the continued brutalization of its citizens by crazed misfits? Criminals must be told that their civil liberties end when an attack on our safety begins. When I was young, I sat in a diner with my father and I witnessed two young bullies cursing and threatening a very frightened waitress. Two cops rushed in, lifted up the thugs, and threw them out the door, warning them never to cause trouble again. I miss the feeling of security New York's finest once gave to the citizens of the city. Let our politicians give back our police department's power to keep us safe. Unshackle them from the constant chant of police brutality, which every petty criminal hurls immediately at an officer who has just risked his or her life to save another's. We must cease our continuous pandering to the criminal population of this city. Give New York back to the citizens who have earned the right to be New Yorkers. Send a message loud and clear to those who would murder our citizens and terrorize New York. Bring back the death penalty and bring back our police. Donald J. Trump. Now, I noticed that I made it all the way to the end of this article, and no one interrupted me saying that something was racist. No one interrupted me and pointed out where I mentioned by name the Central Park Five. This says that he called for the death penalty of Central Park Five. It's just now, look, guys, maybe I read the wrong article. Maybe I read the wrong article. Is this the same article that I just read? I don't know. Is this the same article that I just read? Somebody let me know. Yep. Yep. Seems like it. Okay. Okay. All right. So it's the same article. So did I read something racist? I mean, be sure, feel free to say, pro, you missed the racism and it's right here. You read it. You read it and you're not, you just didn't tell me. Okay, I know where the racism's at, right? The racism is right here where he says many New York families, white, black, Hispanic, and Asian. He said whites, and he said blacks, and he said Hispanics, and he said Asians. He was being racist because he was talking about the different melting pot families of New York, right? That's where the racism came in. He was being racist because he was saying that they had to give up their pleasure of leisurely strolls in the park. That was the racism, right? Because he was saying that y'all, you white and black and you Asians and you Hispanics, y'all can't walk in the park no more. You can't have leisurely walks in the park no more. That was the racism, right? Oh, no. Oh, because you probably wouldn't refer to someone enjoying time in their leisure and then be racist towards them, right? That's probably how that goes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Any other racism in there? Somebody point it out. I am waiting. These people, man, they're sick. These people are sick, and I really don't know what to say about them other than these people are sick. Who is this? Oh, Lord. 5,000 followers. Blue waves. Well, I said what I said, so she's probably going to block me, because she probably can't read. For real. All right. Anything I need to see? All right. Nope. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go. Let me see. Let's go back to this. Let me see if I put this on my page. I think I put this on my page. Oh, that was stupid. Okay. 27. Okay, here we go. No, that's not it. Yo, did y'all see this? Did y'all hear this shit? Listen to this shit.
And what happened was, and when I was vice president, things were kind of bad during the pandemic. And what happened was, Barack said to me, go to Detroit and help fix it. Well, poor mayor, he spent more time with me than he ever thought he was going to have to. God love you.
This fool just said, when he was vice president, things was kind of hard with the pandemic. Barack was president, and he sent him to Detroit to fix it. I'm going to play this shit again so y'all understand.
And when I was vice president, things were kind of bad during the pandemic. And what happened was, Barack said to me, go to Detroit and help fix it.
Lord have
Poor
mercy.
mayor, he spent more time with me than he ever thought he was going to have to.
Lord have mercy.
God love you.
Lord God, fix it, Jesus. And these people still gonna line up to vote for this sick son bitch. All right. I'm gonna come back to this, but I need to find, let me see. Oh, yeah, it's 2 L's. All right, let's see here. Nope. Oh, my gosh. I can't find no videos. Did they scrub the videos? Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, here's one. Check this out.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lena Mayen. Today I have a distinct honor of being here at the launch of Black Voters for Harris-Biden with our President and Vice President. I'm proud to be supporting this administration because of its agenda and all that it's accomplished for our communities. Here's why the agenda is important to me. I'm a first-generation South Sudanese American and the first child of 2 former refugees.
Y'all hear that, right? Let's click on this.
Faster rate in 30 years because of what we've done. The racial wealth gap is the lowest it's been in 20 years because of our efforts. A promise made and a promise kept. Black small businesses are starting up at a faster rate in 30 years because of what we've done. The racial wealth gap is the lowest it's been in 20 years because of.
Listen.
In 2020, we promised to forgive student loan debt.
I want y'all to notice what you see. Soft-ass black men, soft-ass, punk-ass black men, motherfuckers who wives run their house, right? What up, LS? Motherfuckers, men who wives run their house, and a bunch of loud mouth ain't shit. Yes, queen broads. That's what you got. Now listen to this thinking bitch.
Do I see people testifying? Can I get a witness?
You got people like, look, bro, it's broads like these ones in the back that I swear I can't stand. I can't stand bitches like her. She look like she here because somebody told her she had to be here. She about to lose her shit. She done bust a whole nut on stage. She done put on the fake voice. Can I get an aim? Can I get a witness? But did you hear? Let me show you what you heard. Shouts out to all the people. Okay. Let me show you what you heard. That's a gym. And I heard it and I'm like, that sounds familiar. And this is where they were. Check it out now. Ooh. Ooh, I just peeped game. Ooh, I just peeped game. Y'all just peep game. Y'all see what I see? Y'all see what I see? Okay. So now I need to know, is Biden and them over here or are they over here? Mind you, they short in the gym, y'all. They short in the gym. So do y'all see how many people are not there? Peep now. The only people they really got there, the people they put up here. So yeah, Biden and them is this is the stage that Biden and them is on right here. All right. You got the few people they put up here. You got the people who back here on the risers, and a few people who sitting down, and then the media, and then the media, and then an empty gym. Empty gym. That's why I say I'm listening, and I'm like, yo, that sounds familiar. It's the sound of a gym that doesn't have bodies in it to eat up the sound that is bouncing off the walls. I know that sound. I've DJ'd a lot of empty gyms. Not saying that, you know, that I've DJ'd packed gyms. I've DJ'd empty gyms where people was just in there practicing or what. I've done it. I'm an athletic DJ. I've done it. And I heard that bounce and I'm like, yo, I know that sound. So shouts out to my homie, man. Shouts out to Scott Pressler for finding the video, the picture. Correct, LS. Just like Hillary. Democrats cannot pack out a middle school gym. Now, this is a high school gym, all right? You can't pack out a high school gym. It's over. The cheat is real. The cheat is real. All right. So there's that. All right. Okay. All right. You guys, I know. I know. You're here for this. You're here for this. He hasn't posted since he ain't posted since August 24, 2023. He is so for real. He is staying the hell off of Twitter. I wonder if he's gonna put, all right, guys, you guys think he's gonna shouts out to Goldstein, man. Goldstein's so damn funny. Goldstein says he's his cellmate. Alchemist says he's his PO officer. Man, y'all is funny as hell. All right, guys. I know y'all are here for this. You guys are here for the fact that Donald J. Trump has been convicted of 34 charges. Oh, shit. Yo, did y'all see that shit? Wait a minute.
Thank you very much.
Mr. President, can you tell us, sir, Donald Trump refers to himself as a political prisoner and blames you directly. What's your response to that, sir? Do you think the conviction will have an impact on the campaign? We'd love to hear your thoughts, sir.
Should he be on the ballot, sir? Little sly grin there from Biden as he's asked a question by Kelly O'Donnell.
Wow. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Oh, shit. Check this out. Okay, Ron DeSantis. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has just announced that Trump will be able to vote in Florida despite his New York conviction. DeSantis has the ability to restore all of Trump's rights as the leader of the Florida Clemency Board. President Donald Trump hasn't lost his rights to vote in Florida. Rights are not removed in Florida where they haven't yet been stripped in a convicting jurisdiction. That said, given the absurd nature of the New York prosecution of Trump, this would be an easy case to qualify for restoration of rights per the Florida Clemency Board, which I chair. Goddamn, Ron. Ron said, all right, I fucked up listening to them donors and shit. I'm back. I'm back in full MAGA form, 45. I got your back. So Ron DeSantis, man, kudos to you, dog. Kudos to you. You're still a jackass, but kudos to you. Okay, guys. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's go ahead and just talk about it. Let's talk about it, guys. No, I don't want to hear that, nigga. Oh, my gosh. Bring in the dancing lobsters. All right. Shouts out to Wesley Hunt. Wesley Hunt be kicking ass. Damn, bro. This shit is crazy. That shit's buried in the timeline now? That shit was everywhere yesterday. Now it's buried in the timeline? Oh, shit. I didn't hear this. Breakfast Club.
Good morning, brother. Peace, TK.
What up, Charlamagne? What up, Jeff?
What up? What's your thoughts, brother?
Well, I'm going to tell you, man, I feel like Trump's out there dirty. And I don't trust the system at all. You know what I mean? Especially being through the system. I'm the same one that called yesterday about that dog situation. So it's like after you've been railroaded by this system and you see that when you walk in the courtroom, they want you to be guilty. You're going to be guilty. I don't got no trust in that process at all. You know what I mean? I rock with Trump. I feel like that he way better than Biden. You know, Biden, I can't stand him. Biden the devil, man. Biden the same one. Y'all remember them policies from the 90s? I know y'all got family members that was victim of that.
The 86 mandatory minimum sentencing, the 88 crack law, 94 crime bill. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, thank you, TK.
Cool. That went away behind that nonsense. And so how can anybody black vote for Biden? The antics that those people take, he going to black cookouts all of a sudden, he doing all this stupidness. It's like a slap in the face. I respect Trump because at least Trump real. Trump real. He might sound stupid. He's not articulate. Whatever. My quality of life was better under Trump. We didn't have all these problems at the border under Trump. We didn't have none of this going on.
But I do think Trump is a narcissist, and I think he's going to be in a position where he is going to be his way or the highway. I think he's going to go on a revenge tour if he does, and I don't think he necessarily listens to opinions. I think he does what he wants to do, and I don't think that's a great thing for the country as well, though.
Can I ask you a question, sir? You know, we talk about the policies that the President Biden implemented in the late 80s and the 90s, you know, very racist policies that impacted our community. But you also got to think about a lot of the racist things that he wasn't the president then, but President Trump did in the 90s, you know, whether it was what he was doing with his tenants, right?
Well, not letting black people stay in some of his buildings.
Yeah, whether it was what he did with the Central Park 5 by taking that out in the paper. He's shown racism too.
Y'all, we just read this article. What was the racism in the article? See, Charlamagne a punk bitch. What this motherfucker? What DJ Envy a punk bitch? The only female in the room ain't saying shit because the bitches is being punk bitches.
So when you're talking about two white men,
they both racist.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at the difference. One of these racists made policies that actually affected lives. That mess what Trump had going on, his buildings, his talking about the Central Park 5, that had nothing to do with life. That was small. That's small.
So
when you look at Biden making actual policies,
I'm with you. Right. But now this person that was racist in the 90s is going to potentially be president of the United States of America again. So you don't think that he's going to implement policies that will be racist? I'm just asking questions. I'm just playing white devil's advocate.
No.
Oh,
not at all. Not at all. Because when Trump was in office, I didn't have the problems I have now. At all. I don't think it was ever about a black and white with Trump. It's definitely about a black and white with Biden.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just
punk ass faggots. I don't care if this video gets struck by YouTube. Kiss my black ass. So, man, god dang, bro. Y'all see this, boy? Look, boy, that shit is buried, y'all. Tim Pool. People cheering the Trump conviction don't own Bitcoin. This is also true. Anybody with my crypto holders at, man? Crypto holders, y'all in the building? What's up, crypto holders? Got him. Tim is live tweeting over there on during Timcast, huh? I never said the word Biden in my post. Which are you voting for in November, the felon or the pedophile? This is what they wanted, y'all. This is what they wanted. They wanted the viral moments. They wanted the clips. They wanted to be able to post. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can find the 34 charges. All I'm saying is the people who would put their political rivals in jail would also probably rig an election. All right, let's see. You know what? Let me see something. Tim Pool had a good show yesterday. He talked about this. And Let's see what Tim
We've
has
got
to say.
vision, we've got passion, we've got determination.
Let's see what Tim has to say.
It's beyond its statute of limitations. It can be through
because the fact that you are such a corrupt human being and you want to hold the highest office in this.
He's going to treat him like a very serious threat to everyone around him, even though it's a nonviolent crime.
Right.
And to be fair, Judge Juan Merchan has already threatened him with jail time, right? When he violated the gag
Right.
order, he had these 9 fines he had to pay, and then ultimately he was like, I could send you to jail over this, and that was before he was convicted.
Something important to add for everybody who's watching: we do not know what Trump was convicted of. Right. We know that there is a crime, falsifying business records. It is a misdemeanor, and it's beyond its statute of limitations. It can be, through extenuating circumstances, they can upgrade it to a felony if it was falsifying business records to conceal a secondary crime. We still do not know what that secondary crime is. There were 3 potential unlawful acts that may have occurred. The judge instructed the jury that of those 3, they do not need to be unanimous. It could be Trump falsified business records in an effort to falsify other business. I'm not kidding. Let me break this down. The judge's instructions were basically, if Trump falsified business records, and you all agree that he did, we need to then figure out what unlawful means he was covering up with it. You don't have to agree on that part. We can surmise then that all the jurors agreed Trump did falsify these records or direct someone to do it. But that's a misdemeanor. We do not know right now. It has not been revealed. It has not been discussed. It was not in the court case what secondary crime the jury believes Trump committed. Now, the options the judge gave the jury was 1, falsifying additional business records, 2, federal election violations, and 3, improper tax filings. I think it's fairly obvious that it is likely the jury chose federal election violation because the prosecution stated in their closing arguments, this is a federal election violation. That's a fact. And when it was objected, the judge said, shut up. This should never have been allowed. The judge did not allow expert testimony on whether or not it actually was a federal election violation.
So, y'all, this judge, all right? So, for those who didn't follow the case, right, let's go ahead and let's go over here to my dude, all right? You guys, if you do not follow this young man here, Robert Gouveia Esquire, this guy is the best lawyer when it comes to a lot of these cases, especially Trump cases on YouTube. The best lawyer. He has funny videos. He breaks down things like no other. And he's very good at commentary. So the judge was so horrible in this case. Every time Trump people had an objection, it was overruled. And every time the prosecution had an objection, it was sustained. I'm talking about there was points where they was getting ready to, what color is this objection? Sustained. He didn't finish the question. How could you sustain an objection when the question wasn't even finished? What objection? Wait a minute. Wait, what? I could be asking him what time is it right now, and you objected and then you sustained? Yeah, bro, it was crazy. But the craziest thing of all was when Michael Cohen's lawyer straight up went in there and destroyed Michael Cohen, y'all. Let's let Robert Gouveia talk about this, man. This is my dude.
USPS drum the back.
Robert Gouveia is definitely that dude, and this breakdown is going to be so enjoyable. I need you guys to get in on this action.
Khan went nuclear in court. We know that Robert Costello, Michael Cohen's ex-lawyer, was on the stand testifying, and he was dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. Michael Cohen, we know, is a convicted liar. He's somebody who has admitted to stealing from the Trump organization, doesn't know what the heck's going on in his various phone calls, thinks he's talking about Stormy Daniels. Turns out it's like a 14-year-old prank caller. Very confused gentleman. He thinks he's going to be the attorney general. He thinks he might be the chief of staff. He's kind of whacked out of his mind. But what happened is he waived attorney-client privilege. And Robert Costello came out and was able to explain what a liar this guy is because he's got the emails, he's got the documents. So Robert Costello was on the stand, and we remember that we wrapped up the day with a direct examination from the Trump defense, and we started into the cross-examination, and things got wild. Now, we were just reading from the X scripts, but when we zoom in on this, we're going to see that things got spicy pretty quickly. So remember, this is on the direct exam of Robert Costello. Here is how this exchange went. Robert Costello is on the stand. Defense attorney Emil Bove is asking questions. Costello says, yeah, I see that. He says, what did you mean by that? Objection from the government, sustained from the court. Now, this is the moment where Costello turns to the judge, looks at him and says, jeez. Question, was that in response to something Michael Cohen had instructed you to do? Objection, sustained. Costello says, yes, strike it. Judge flips. Counsel, let's take a minute. Can the jury please step out? Clerk of the court says, all rise. Jury gets up and exits. Judge says, Mr. Costello, you remain seated, please. Costello standing up. Remain seated. You may be seated. He looks to everybody else. Now, Mr. Costello, I would like to discuss proper decorum in my courtroom. Costello says, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. I want to discuss proper decorum in my courtroom, right? Okay, so when there is a witness on the stand, if you don't like my ruling, you don't say, geez, okay? And then you don't say, quote, strike it, because I'm the only one that can strike testimony in the courtroom. Do you understand that? I understand. Okay, and then if you don't like my ruling, you don't give me side eye, and you don't roll your eyes. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? I understand that. I understand what you're saying. Okay, thank you. Let's get the jury back. Are you staring me down right now? Judge has lost it. Costello's giving him the death stare. Huh? And the judge is furious. Are you staring me down right now? No, I'm just wondering how. Clear the courtroom, please. Clear the courtroom. Costello says, you want me to answer your question? Sergeant in the courtroom is now saying, sir, please. Court officer, step outside. Please, step outside. And step to the side. Please. They're moving people out. Shuffling people out. Step out, please. Quiet, please. Step out, please. Get out, please. Probably a lot more shouting than that. This court reporter's just grabbing what she can. So a person in the audience, somebody else out there in the courtroom screams, Your Honor, may I object on behalf of the press? Your Honor, our lawyer is objecting. The press lawyer is objecting. We're from the press. We have a right to remain here. Court officer screaming at him, step out, step out, step out. Someone else in the audience chimes in, why? This is an open courtroom. Step out, they scream. Any questions, any and all questions will be answered in the hallway. Someone else shouts, the press lawyer has a question. Court officer says, this is not an open forum. We will answer all questions in the hallway, so please step out. This is a Supreme Court courtroom, so step out. Someone else shouts back at him. This is an open courtroom. It is open to the people. It's open to the public. You can't throw us out. Our lawyer has a question, someone else shouts. This is a public forum. Why do we need to step out? Officer screams back at him. Step out, please, step out. Where do you want us to go? We have a lawyer right here. Someone else shouts, I am the lawyer. I am the lawyer. Officer doesn't care. Keep going, please. Keep going. I want to answer all questions out in the hallway. I will answer everything in the hallway, but right now, everyone step out. Someone else shouts, we are guests. We're guests here. Why do we have to leave? Step.
So the judge is kicking out the press and everybody because the lawyer of Michael Cohen is blowing this shit up. And I'm going to show you what he blew up in just a second.
Step out, everybody. Step out in the hallway. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Someone else shouts, will this be on the record so that we can at least read it afterwards? Step out, please. Step out. Please. Step out. Step out. Now, the court reporter is just stopping for a minute, says the courtroom is cleared of the people in the audience by the court officers at this time. The press also got thrown out on their butts like a bag of dirt. Court says, all right, now that the press is gone and we have this sole court reporter writing the record down, all right, says the judge, now let the record record reflect that it's now 5 after 4. And let the record also reflect that the court officers had great difficulty clearing the courtroom because the courtroom is made up primarily of the press. And I can appreciate that the press wants to be present for every part of these proceedings. Therefore, this record is not sealed. And the press will have access to this record after he threw them out. So they can't report on anything other than what's in this written document. Isn't that nice? Now, the fact that I had to clear the courtroom like a little dictator who is silencing everything, he's not even posting the full court record on the docket, emails that he's exchanging and other materials that are critical to this case have never seen the light of day. So the fact that I had to clear the courtroom and that the court officers, including the captain, had great difficulty clearing the courtroom, and that there was argument back and forth between the press, like they didn't obey, even though they did, and including counsel for the press, goes to why I had to clear the courtroom in the first place. It's like he's suffering a little insurrection there. And he looks at Costello and he says, and that is, sir, your conduct is contemptuous right now. And I'm putting you on notice that your conduct is contemptuous. And if you try to stare me down one more time, I will remove you from the stand. And I will strike his entire testimony. Do you understand me? Mr. Bove, for Trump's defense, says, yes, Judge, I understand. Looking at Costello, the judge says, now you listen to the question and you answer the question. Costello says, can I say something, please? No, this is not a conversation. Okay. All right. Now, can we bring the press back in, please? Court officer says, ready, Your Honor? Yes, please. And the press is entering the courtroom. Now, the people in the audience return to the courtroom. Court officer says, same seat, folks. Same seat. They're all seated now. Let's get the jury, please, says the court. Jury entering, says the officer. All rise. Jury enters. Costello says, you don't want me to rise? He says, no, you don't rise. You may be seated. Clerk says, the case on trial is continued. All jurors are present and properly seated. The court turns to the defense. Mr. Bove. Thank you, Judge. They pick back up cross-examination. Continued cross. May I inquire? He says to the court, yes. And they jump back into the testimony. So the judge throws out the press because he is trying to, of course, craft a narrative and doesn't want the press to see what's happening there. So that was yesterday. Alan Dershowitz was inside the courtroom. Let's listen to his reaction to what happened before we jump into today's testimony. Here was this exchange.
Seen a spectacle like that. The judge absolutely imploded. He absolutely blew up when Costello dared to raise an eyebrow about some of his rulings. I raised my eyebrows. My eyes rolled. I stared him down. I've never heard so many erroneous rulings in such a brief period of time. And then, Cohen passed right by me. He brushed his leg next to mine. Gross. I was so close to him. Again, I've rarely seen so many lies. He swears under oath that he would not have accepted a pardon. He wouldn't have accepted a pardon. He had already told Costello he would do anything to avoid going to prison. Lie, cheat, steal, do anything. But he wouldn't have accepted a pardon from Donald Trump. That was such
total lies. Of course, he was there. Cohen was there. Their legs brushed by each other. Alan Dershowitz and others in the courtroom trying to make sense of the judge's little temper tantrum. But Trump came out. He spoke before today's testimony and the follow-up to that, because we're now going to have cross-examination of Robert Costello by the government.
Right,
and Trump came out to out of there. But let's jump into the trial. Now that we have our bearing straight, we see that Trump was there. Did you see that tie? Woo, man, looking good. Solid gold, baby. We jump in to the testimony, courtesy of our friend Inner City Press. We're inside the courtroom. Trump is here, blue tie.
If you don't follow Inner City Press, man, Inner City Press gave some good coverage from inside the courtroom. Let's go.
Of gold. Now, there's some GOP congresspeople in the row behind them. There's one Democratic congressperson back in the overflow. We're waiting for the court to get in session. Boom! The door bursts open. All rise. We stand up. Judge comes in. Please be seated. The clerk of the court announces, this is the time set for the people of the state of New York versus Donald J. Trump. Parties announced. Good morning. Good morning. Judge kicks the day off. Says, all right, we have a witness on the stand here today. Good morning, parties. But I did get the submissions about the jury charge. The jury instructions. What are the rules the jury is going to review? It's helpful, and so I'll be reviewing those, and let's get the witness, please. Robert Costello comes back in. We picked up with him from yesterday's testimony. Mr. Costello, reminder under oath. Yes, under oath. Now, before the jury comes in, someone asked the judge if he'll poll the jurors about their availability next Wednesday, the day after the closing arguments, to avoid more breaks. He says, I will. So, government prosecutor is up. Her name's Susan Hoffinger. We know who she is. She starts the day. We're on cross-examination. Robert Costello is the Trump defense defense witness. He's up. Michael Cohen's former lawyer. Question. Mr. Costello, I want to show you People's 512Q, Exhibit 512Q. You recognize this? He says, yeah. In this email, Michael Cohen wrote to you. He said, stop contacting him. Do you see that? Yeah. And you see the header is about accounts. Were you sending him bills? Costello says, well, I think that was the billing department. Probably. And did Rudy Giuliani go to your wedding? Yeah, he did. So they're trying to draw a connection. Remember, Costello was saying that Cohen asked him to go pursue a connection to Rudy. Costello said Cohen told him. Cohen says Costello put pressure on Cohen, that Rudy was using Costello as the liaison to get Trump's pressure onto Cohen to keep him quiet. So, Rudy went to your wedding. So you guys are friends. Maybe you are part of this conspiracy. And Robert, Mr. Costello, isn't it also true that you wrote to Jeffrey Citrone? Didn't you say to him that the reason for the Cohen to hire me would be my connection to Giuliani? Did you say that? So it sounds like we have an email from Robert Costello, the lawyer. Jeffrey Citrone is his business partner or law partner at the time, and they were exchanging emails. He says, well, I think Cohen should hire me because I've got a good connection to Giuliani. We've got a good relationship with him. That'll get us to the White House. That'll be good. Did you say that? Costello says, yeah, correct. I said that. But there are surrounding circumstances that I'd be delighted to explain to you. Government says, that's all right. No thanks. We don't need your explanation. Government says, well, let me read another email to you there, Robert. You said in this email, you recognize it? Yeah. We must reverse the Avenatti effect from Bob. You wrote this, right? He says, yeah, I did. But that's because Michael Cohen was complaining incessantly. Wouldn't shut up. Okay, quiet. Now, as you said yesterday, Robert, you said the email speaks for itself, so I don't need your explanation. He said, well, sometimes it does. Sometimes you need an explanation. Okay, but you wrote in an email to your business partner, you wrote that you'd been played. Did you remember that? Well, I'd like to explain it. No, you felt you were played because you hadn't been paid, right? Well, do you want me to explain it? No, I don't. You thought Michael Cohen was also playing President Trump, didn't you, Robert? No, I don't think that's correct at all. Well, I want to show you People's 512H exhibit. This is your email to your partner, Citrone. Remember this?
This shit is bullshit. It was a bullshit rigged trial. All right? Bullshit rigged trial. As we heard earlier, everything that the prosecution objected was sustained. Everything that the defense objected was overruled. Point blank period, they were out to get Trump, man. You have this as Jonah said earlier, we have this communist judge who's, I believe, an immigrant who's in this case who was chosen because they knew he hated Trump, and his daughter is a Democrat operative. This is the same judge that his daughter, who gets paid so much money, that was questioned by MTG, and that was the reason that the whole bad body butch situation, that whole crap, it came out because of his daughter, and it was asked about who was getting paid by her. They just wanted their mans. They just wanted Trump. As we heard, we don't even know what the felony is. The instructions was very loosely mentioned. They didn't even provide the jury with written jury instructions. The jury wasn't sequestered. Normally, your jury gets sequestered during deliberation. High-profile cases, they get sequestered most of the time for the whole time. They let these people out in the streets. They had a whole week holiday break. Like, it was crazy. Crazy. This was all out just to get Trump. That's all it was. But you know, I'm more so hurtful like Trump rich, man. Trump gonna be able to come through this thing unscathed. He gonna, they're gonna do their best to put him in jail, but the man got Secret Service. So it is what it is. And he gonna have some riders in jail. Man, Trump gonna walk into jail with the Secret Service, and he gonna have riders that's in jail who gonna be like, yeah, we rocking with Trump. He got his Secret Service that's protecting him, but then he got us protecting the Secret Service that's protecting him type shit. Like, man, Trump gonna walk in that thing. He gonna be, man, it's the Don, bro. And the Don gonna be taken care of. But you niggas, you black folk that is clapping and screaming and bus stopping, I want you to understand this right here. Trump is going to jail for quote unquote tampering and falsifying business paperwork. I want y'all to understand this. 3 fucking letters. PPP. All y'all out here with them PPP loans, where you falsified documentation for owning businesses and certain because PPP is payroll protection program. So if you lied about having employees and you lied about a payroll and you lied about hours, your black ass is grass. Because you are propagating and putting up the system to come after you. Yeah, get Trump. Oh, okay, yeah. We're going to get Trump, and we're going to get your black ass too. They don't like you. They don't care for you. They only want you to cap for them so they can cheat for you, on you. That's it. So it is what it is, man. I wish the best for 45, man. I'm going to say it again. This was his fucking fault. He should have kicked the fucking can over before he left out of that motherfucker in 2021. And he didn't. So this is the fruit of that tree. It's the fruit of that tree. And I'm not crying about it. Y'all want to know how I feel about it? Show y'all how I feel about it. What was you doing when you found out Trump was convicted? I was getting money. That's what I was doing. Let's see what Glenn Beck has to say about the color revolution, because it seems like we're about to enter one. Let's listen.
So this is how revolutions are set up. But what are the conditions for one to be successfully conducted? When can regime change actually be attempted? Well, State Department learned this by doing it over and over and over again. And we know it because Obama's ambassador to Russia, Michael McFaul, literally wrote the book on it. This is what was required, as per Obama's administration, to topple a country. Are you ready? You need a semi-automatic regime, not fully autocratic. It has to be semi. You have to have an unpopular incumbent. You have to have a united and organized opposition. Do we have these things yet? Then you have to have the ability to quickly drive home the point that the voting results were falsified. You need the media to inform people about the falsified vote. You need an opposition capable of mobilizing thousands of demonstrators. And then you need divisions among the regime's coercive forces like the military or the police. Sounds like we have all of those, doesn't it? See, this is why all of this always moves in concert with a national election. Have you ever noticed the last, 8, 12 years, every major protest movement we have seems to kind of magically have this 4-year hibernation cycle. What a coincidence.
Is it really a coincidence, y'all? Because I don't think it's really a coincidence. I think that we are definitely finna go through some revolutionary times in this country. And I just hope everybody get low and get ready, because it's going down. So with that being said, guess what, guys? Guess what I'm going to do? I am going to, well, before I do this, I am, let's do this. All right. And I'm going to do this. Phone lines open, man. 912-376-9383. 912-376-9383. Let's talk about it, man. What's on your mind? In the meantime, between time, y'all check out the Grifties, man. I'm going to run this commercial again. Let's get it.
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right? We've got some great categories tonight, including athletes.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Season's COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper. Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit.
And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year Award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyway.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons looking like to me. Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through, no one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year. Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.
Hotep's been told you, Grifties. Make sure y'all go check out the Grifties, man. The Grifties was definitely definitely a time, man. It was a time to be had. And speaking of the Grifties, I have on the line right now my partner from every Sunday night, Rumble on Rumble, 8 p.m. on Rumble and X and YouTube and Facebook, the curator and showrunner of the first ever live Grifty Awards, my partner in crime, my dog, Fresh Mike. Some call him Fresh, some call him White, some call him just Mike. Just don't call him late to dinner. What's up, partner?
What? What's up, man? I like your impression of me. I like it. I love it, man. This is my impression of you. Well, here's the thing. I can have this conversation and make you feel stupid, or I can come fuck you up. You decide. You know, like, whoa, easy. You know,
Look,
oh, man,
I don't
good
know if
stuff
you can see
today.
the screen, but look, it's like this. I can come fuck you up with the little bag.
Yeah. Or the.
Or I can come fuck you up with the big bag. It's your choice.
Let's just get along, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be Rodney King in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Feel that.
Sorry,
I feel that.
that's
I feel that.
Oh man. Woo, speaking of getting along, man, it's man, I dropped it in the chat, man. The hard thing is, man, when you paid close attention, as you know, I know we both did, to this whole thing, man, and you see it come down like this, man, it's you know, man, here's the thing, it's a punch in the gut. But I wanted to hit you with a couple things, man. I saw something on Twitter last night that made some sense. And on your level, I think you might be able to speak to it. I haven't heard anybody really talk about it, probably because it's a higher level topic, and you know how dumb everybody is. But anyway, here's my thought, man, or what I heard is basically one of the best ways to kind of retaliate is if you're a conservative DA in any district anywhere, and you have any Democratic person holding office that, you know, pretty much, you know, is skated on something, or, you know, there's an investigation you could launch, you know, there's, you know how it is, man. There's a lot of impropriety on its face that just never gets investigated, especially on 2-year term cycles, you know. So, you know, it's basically going after them on that level. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just you know, if you're a conservative and you have the power to go after, you know, Democrats in your county, you know, you need to do it. If we do it on a local level and, you know, it happens across the United States, it will be a huge signal that, you know, the party is over and, you know, we can do it too and we can mess with you too. But that organic level, as you know, is much more powerful. What are your thoughts on that, man?
My first thought would be, how many conservative DAs actually exist where there are liberals that are actually in power? All right? Because if you have a liberal DA, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to have those liberal policymakers or people in that area. Right? If you have a conservative DA, because these are people who are on the voting level, right? The lower level voting. So they're all voting essentially the same way. If I'm voting for a conservative DA, then pretty much I have a conservative council and conservative representatives. If I'm voting for a liberal DA, then everything is probably pretty much liberal because they're all on the ballot box together, right?
Yeah, so that down ballot has a lot to do with that, I bet.
That down ballot has a lot to do with that. So although it is good in theory, you're not going to be in a position where you more than likely have those conservative DAs. And that's one thing that the liberals did damn good at, man. They went to pull the heartstrings of people in these city areas where these DAs are, and they got them to go out and vote for the DA that they needed in office. So, you know, at this point, we really have to go after the DAs, and a lot of DAs are up for election in November. You know, I know our DA here is up for election, and we just have to hit home that, hey, this person isn't the person who you think you need. Yes, they're black women. Yes, they, you know, they may be cute. Yes, they may talk a good game, but can they do their job? And the answer, most part, is no, they can't. They're horrible at doing their job, and they shouldn't be there.
Yeah, and more importantly, how did they get there in the first place? You know what I mean? Did they earn it? You know what I mean? Or did they make friends with the right folks?
It was, you know, I say it all the time. Like, you know, you have they were DEI votes, and people are like, oh, diversity, equity, and inclusion higher, but they're being voted. Yes, dumbass. I'm a black woman. Vote for me to do the job. We haven't had black women in this place, in this position. We should do the job. That's DEI. That's diversity.
Well, and not for nothing, but
that's inclusion.
Not for nothing. That is, well, and not only that, but we both know that money wins elections. And so whatever, you know, NGO, whatever contributions you get, that is what really wins you the election. And if
that's what
you
wins
know
the election,
the super PAC for DEI, DEI candidates in Georgia decides to fund you, you know what I mean? You're not a DEI hire, but yeah, man, the DEI thing went through for you. I understand that. So, you know.
That's how it is. Let me read you a text message that I just got a response to. So, yesterday, 1:43 p.m. Hi, Ben. I'm Justin, a volunteer with the Democrats. Join Team Biden-Harris and the coordinated campaign team, including honored guest, your friend, Mayor Van Johnson, to celebrate the opening of the Savannah office tomorrow, May 31st at 1 p.m. Find out how you can get involved to ensure a Biden-Harris re-election victory in November. Food will be served. Will we see you there? Text stop to end. My response? Trump 2024.
Hell yeah.
That was at 7:17 p.m. yesterday. 8:15 today, I get a response. Thanks for letting me know. Have a good day. But there was an NGO
I love that.
did
Hell
that.
yeah.
That was an NGO that did that.
Right.
And that's how they're winning in these cities. You have these low propensity voters who don't see nothing but color and superstarism.
Yeah.
It fucks us up every time.
Well, not for nothing, but credit where credit is due. They're doing something.
They're doing
You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of how you win is voter outreach?
Yep.
If you don't ever outreach to voters, you don't get voters to reach out to. That's how that works, right?
That's how it works.
You know, when the text comes through at the RNC, you know what I mean? And it's, you know, we have whoever, you know what I'm saying, coming through. Marjorie Taylor Greene, probably not her, but you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. We have somebody coming through, come through and, hot dogs and hamburgers for America or whatever. But then I'll be like, okay, but until we,
speaking of Marjorie Taylor
the party that reaches out wins. Yeah, man.
Yep, the party who reaches out wins. And they're outreaching and
I'm just
they're
so
talking
fucking
to the people. Go ahead, bro. Get it out.
I was gonna say I'm so fucking disgusted with everything right now, bro. Like, literally, man. Like, I've done research on. This is one of those where it just is. It is what it is. It is what it is on its face, man, and that's the depressing part, right? So, with just your base knowledge of the situation, this doesn't make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? And they seem to really be going hard at this dude for some paper felonies and, what did he really do wrong here? Whatever, slap on the wrist to move on. And, that's basically what it is, but on steroids. And it's literally, man, and all I can see, it's 34 felonies. It's like, but what are they? And why are they felonies? And have they ever been felonies ever before in the history of the state of New York or the history of America? Has this ever happened before, ever? Or is this unprecedented and trumped up charges? And gee, I wish he would have beat the shit out of a woman on video, because LA sure can't go after Diddy because it passed the statute of limitations. So if Trump would have been seen beating the shit out of a woman and dragging her to a hotel room, putting real marks on her, would we have been like, oh, past the statute of limitations? But hey, supposedly he paid his lawyer when his lawyer requested money, and his own lawyers, the lawyer who perjured himself 9 times and been convicted of it and literally gone to prison for it, and admitted on the fucking stand that he was stealing from the Trump organization during the time. That guy was on retainer to a billionaire who keeps lawyers on retainer. He gave him money. He said, I need money for extra stuff. He said, okay, and stroked him a check. And that was done. And then a mystery phone call that he said he had with Trump about it was proven to be with Mr. Trump's head of security. And there was no proof at all that had anything to do with Stormy Daniels, which has nothing to do with the case, which should have never been on the stage. You know what I mean? And that's not, and that's not even going into the judge.
Yes, we do. We have proof because we have the video from where he was on C-SPAN giving a speech, and then there was a picture that he was with the dude after the C-SPAN speech. So of course that's what the phone call was about. If y'all don't get the fuck out of here,
because he was with his head of security after a speech.
Jesus,
weird that you would be standing next to your head of security in a public place at a public event after a speech. That's so weird. Who does that?
So weird.
What person? You know what I mean? Who draws thousands of people in a crowd? Who, you know what I mean, has high security needs? What person like that would be standing close to their head of fucking security during a televised public event? What the fuck, bro? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's not even and that's not even the judge. That's not even the bias that the judge has had and is provable, and his daughter and the money they've made off of this. That's not Alvin Bragg and what he's done. That's not the fact that the defense wasn't allowed to make the final arguments in the case, which is odd. The fact that the defense wasn't allowed to bring their own witnesses. The fact that every argument they made was overruled, and possibly most importantly of all, and I mean, there's a lot, right? There's a fucking lot. So it's not like it's everything was D-level enough. This is A. No, this is like A+ of a shit pile of A pile of shit, A level pile of shit. The A+ turd on the fucking pinnacle of this fucking shit pile was the fact that he, during 4.5 hour motherfucking closing arguments by the prosecution, highly unusual, let the prosecution say over and over again this directly affected the election, or the elections. This is finance contribution, illegal, or this is finance contribution violation, campaign finance violation. There it is. I was looking for it. Sorry, campaign finance violation. Over and over and over with no proof, no argument. The judge allowed him to say it. It was overruled when they objected, and he said it many times, which is not only not true, not only literally impossible to prove, but then the judge gives the instructions that even if some of you agree that possibly could be the case, then we got him. And then explain this to me, man. Fucking how Sway 41 fucking felonies? How there were not 41 checks written to Stormy Daniels. There are not 41 pieces of paper. How, Sway? How? This doesn't. It's one charge. It's one crime. It's one call, right? And even if it was, it's not illegal. If fucking you're my attorney, right? If you're my attorney and I have a business dealing and I sign an NDA with someone, whether they're sucking my dick or we're fucking riding go-karts, if I have an NDA with this person that there's no fucking, you know what I mean, that we don't talk about what happened, right? And this person tells you, my attorney, hey, I'm going to fucking tell if I don't get more money. And I go, okay, we'll pay her more fucking money then, and you pay her money. That's not illegal. That's not illegal. And not only that, we couldn't even prove that, bro. We don't even have that much of a line back to Trump in this money. We don't even have that line. And years ago, Cohen's attorneys sent a letter to federal court saying that Donald Trump had no knowledge of this, any money going to Stormy Daniels. Okay, so we have proof. So this case should have never been brought on the sole fact that there was a court case tried before with this entered into 100% federal evidence, meaning it is federally, you have to disprove this, which means that you have to put Cohen's fucking attorneys up for fucking perjury. Do you see what I'm saying, dude? And I haven't even and then there are huge chunks I haven't even started on yet. You know what I mean? There are huge other injustice chunks that them once again standing alone would make this a farce or a sham, right? That, you know what I mean? There are chunks I haven't even started on. That's just fucking, you know what I mean? That's just the icing of the cake, right? That's just the icing of the cake, bro. So, I think people are upset not because necessarily Orange Jesus got locked up, but because this is this is a destruction of, some of us still believe that maybe possibly with something this fucking big and this fucking politicized and someone with this much support and this much money, they'll fuck me in the ass if I go to court. Pause, no diddy, but they will. But anyway, but maybe that dude who we could vote for could fucking, not get hemmed up on some bullshit, but nope. And this is local shit. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, that's I just wanted to sum up. That's kind of my thought on the whole trial. And my problem, and I think a lot of our problem, is we got caught up. We got high on some hopium, and we were like, this thing is such a fucking clown show and farce. Just like you said, they had to throw people out that were telling the truth, and and that once again, there are chunks I can't even go over because it's your show and we don't have all night. But such a fucking clown show, man. That a lot of us were like, oh yeah, man, this can't go. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this has got to be a mistrial. No one with any dignity or respect would allow this to go down. Yeah, man. And when you got motherfuckers literally fucking bashing people in the head with axes in the streets of New York City, literally out on their own recognizance the next day, given a court date, like, well, here you go, and I come back with a court date. Not that you could just fucking bounce. You know what I'm saying? So, and Trump hemmed up like this. It's just shocking, dude. And then I saw a great meme that said, it's funny how no one on the Epstein client list has been arrested or tried yet. So weird.
Man, weird times we in, man. We just got to get ourselves ready, man, because it's about to be a fun summer. Cruel.
Yeah, man.
Summer.
I don't know, man. But here's my thing is that I think if there is any power in the Republican Party and you have a way to make life hard on the Democrats next to you, do it. I would say, you know what I mean? Because why not? That's the one thing that'll get them to back off, I think, is if they get scared. Because right now, clearly, they're emboldened, dude.
They're emboldened.
So there's that. Then what do you think, like, man, I'm trying to play out, best case scenario, he gets hemmed up with an ankle bracelet for 90 days or while he's waiting appeal.
Bro, he's going to jail.
He wins. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to say worst case scenario, they put him right in jail.
He's going to jail.
And
don't even look for an ankle. What's the use of an ankle monitor when he has Secret Service? There's no ankle monitor. He's going to jail. They need the perp walk. They need that perp walk. They need that.
But do they not understand?
Let him go to jail, bro. Let him go to jail and talk to Dexter. Let him talk to Dexter.
Yeah, that's going to make him a superstar, dude.
Let him talk to Dexter.
He will. Then you understand that'll make him a king.
Yeah.
That will completely discredit everyone in the media forever, and they'll say, "Give a fuck." That'll make him a king, dude.
Yep. Let him go to jail. Let him go to Rikers.
The dedication to that dude, if they him up during election season like that, will be so fierce it won't matter. You know what I mean? One dedicated man is worth 1,000 mediocre men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep, that's where it is, man. So, what do we got in store for Sunday?
I don't fucking know yet.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. No, man. Of course, this is a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of this.
This is a lot of it. Then we got to talk about Biden. And, I've been doing a lot of research, catching some other news. War in Ukraine is very interesting right now. Russia is winning like a mofo. It's something we're not hearing anything about, of course.
What we're not hearing about? This is what, let me put this on the screen. And I got to hurry up, man. I got to cut the show. I got to cut the show short tonight, y'all. I'm cutting the show short, y'all. We'll get on. We'll do more Sunday. I got something I got to do tonight, but I got to put this on the screen because no one is talking.
You go ahead, man. I'll take the rest. I'll take the rest off there, brother. That way somebody else can call in. I know LS probably want to call in or whatever. So, but all right, man. Thanks for talking, bro. And I'll take the rest off there, and we'll Sunday we'll do it.
Before you go, man. Before you go.
Okay.
Before you go.
Right.
Let me see. Wait a minute, because I need you to know about this. On the screen, I am sharing. The U.S. allows Ukraine to use its weapons to strike inside Russia. But it is unlikely to be a game changer.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Yeah.
9 hours ago. 9 hours ago, this story came out. That's wild, y'all. Get low. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Y'all get low.
Well, man, it's a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny is people ain't lying. People ain't lying. They tell you the plan. They tell you what they're doing, and they're not lying. Like when Trump says he's putting us in World War III and we don't have a choice because they don't take him seriously, and the people behind the scenes want us in World War III. That's not hard to draw, though. You know what I mean? That's not a long connect the dots map kind of thing. That is a point A to point B kind of thing. Past that, you got the Democrats keep coming out and going, no election, no election, no election, no election. No election, destruction of democracy because of Trump. Now, take the because of Trump out of it. All you got to do is remove the because of Trump because they're going to, it's because of insert guy here. You know what I mean? In 10 years, it could be because of protocol. It doesn't fucking matter. They just need a guy. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, Trump is a really good guy for that role for them. But you see the play. They want war. They don't want elections. Now, on the other side of it, and this is the master plan, dude, I'm looking at a little more of it. On the other side of it, you have, Sunday, mass immigration. Now, 4 more years of that, and it's locked. 4 more years of, 10, 15, 20 million more coming in, plus the 10 to 15, conservatively 10 to 15, just say 10 million. If they get 15 million more in the next 4 years, that's 25 million, larger than the population of most states, and easily able to swing votes. Not because they're going to vote, which they will eventually. So go ahead.
25 million and I was about to say, and they're all having babies.
Yeah.
25 million.
Well, and once again, they don't have to vote. They just have to be counted in the census.
That's it.
And then you got that seat, and then you got that electoral vote. And then, you know what I mean? So all they need to do is...
Let's talk about this Sunday.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll talk to you. All right. Well, I need you to help me. So, yes, sir, help me. Bro, we're all waiting on Pro, man. It's going to hit you, man. By Sunday, it's going to hit you, and we'll have a way forward. So, we need it. All right, brother. Thank you, man. We'll talk soon.
Bro.
All right, brother. All right.
Peace.
All right, Lee.
Yeah. That's my dog, man. Fresh Mike, man. Shouts out to Fresh Mike. Oh, man. All right. This is crazy. Jonah, I think you just tried to call. Make it quick, Jonah. Make it quick. Make it quick. I'm about to shut the phone lines down. Make it quick, my guy. Come on in. No? Maybe so? Don't know? All right. Well. All right, guys. I got to bust moves, man. Oh, there he is. There's Jonah. There's Jonah.
Call from fuck agent.
Did you just say fuck Glenn Beck? Is that what you said?
I said agent Glenn Beck.
I answered it so quickly. Shouts out to Troublemaker Jonah, man. What's up, bro?
Nothing. Although you guys are missing the whole point.
What's up?
The whole point. Give me a second here. I'm just stepping outside. Man, this is a revolution. And Glenn Beck's a fucking piece of shit, scumbag, who is a part of he's an agent, pussy provocateur. So he's talking about Michael Fowl. But, man, this is the same fucking, if you read history, it's the exact same game plan they used in fucking England in the 1600s. Same game plan they used in 1776 in fucking France.
Yeah.
Same game plan they used in fucking 1917 in fucking Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
It's a world revolutionary movement, and it's fucking Illuminism. It's fucking the Illuminati, you know? Yes, they are real. What they do. They let out all the prisoners. They let out the rapists, the murderers. They destabilize the country. They bring in mass immigration. And what they do is they control the media. They have you thinking it's the fucking government that's fucking it up. But meanwhile, it's the bankers that are paying for all this shit so they can take control of every fucking country in the world.
Absolutely.
And it's the same fucking game plan.
Yep. So what do we do?
So
do we get ready to rock and roll? Like, what do we do?
Go after the bankers.
Go after the bankers.
But again, too.
So do we do that with the crypto? Is that where crypto comes into play?
Well, no, the crypto is actually produced by them. Come on, get real. Okay. Satoshi Nakamoto. Why is the first 3 letters of that name N Nakamoto, SA Satoshi, NSA? You tell me like the fucking the most secure fucking computer system out there isn't created by an NSA?
Okay. All right.
That's right.
Goddamn Jonah. Goddamn Jonah.
What?
Yeah, nothing.
It's right in the name.
I've
told you before. I've told everyone, you know, and I blame myself too because I used to be guilty of it.
Yeah.
Everyone's busy looking for that false flag. Nobody's looking for the fucking flag.
The flag's right there in our face.
Yeah. So, man, the revolution's been going on in the USA for fucking 60 years. They've been trying, man.
Yeah.
And I'll recommend a couple good books for you. Fire in the Minds of Men. That's a great one about the French Revolution. Pawns in the Game. Another great one by about French Revolution and the banker setting up fascism and communism is dialectics.
Mm-hmm.
So, but man, I know you may agree with me, you may not, because you kind of go both ways on it. But to me, Trump's in on it.
Yeah.
Because
I've been fighting with that myself. I'm like half in, half out with that. And I think it's because I don't want to believe that he's in on it. But it's like I said earlier, man, like, bro, you knew that they were going to come for you. Why didn't you take care of it when he was in there?
Well, come on. When they come for you, do they come this sloppy?
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't come this sloppy when they come for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. I mean, and then you have all the man. If you look at how many times you see him with his fucking Kabbalah, fucking Freemason bullshit, right? Is he Grand Orient? If he's a Grand Orient Mason, and then he's fucking that's Albert Pike, and then Albert Pike said the 3 World Wars. Well, here's the thing: don't forget, fuck Glenn Beck, fuck CBS. Fuck Israel and their fucking red heifer.
Yeah.
Because that's still going to happen on June 10th.
June 10th? You say June 10th?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be June 10th because it'll be the 49th day from Passover. So 49 will be one day before 50, which is the maximum they're permitted. And then on top of that, you have... so get back here. On top of that, you have... that's 11 days before... the summer solstice, which is the pagan rituals. 11 days, it would be a portal to Janus 11, beginning and endings. So I called that right from the start when everyone was talking about Red Heifer. I said June 10th. You go 11 days back from, I looked at the summer solstice and played off of what it was, and that's how I came up with it. So June 10th is going to be the day to do it.
June 10th is the day. I'm looking for it.
And then, all these revolutions, they always need war, so they destroy the countries financially because it's always the bankers that are controlling the world revolutionary movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to own all the minerals, they want to own all the assets, and they want to own all the people.
So war, no election in November?
I don't see it that way because, we go back to Mr. Pike. When they need a savior, we'll provide it. And who's that savior going to be?
Mm-hmm. Michelle. Big Mike.
No, it's going to be Trump, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking about Big Mike. But, I think there's going to be a Big Mike play. I'm not counting out the Big Mike play yet.
Man.
I can't.
I'm going to be quick. I'm down to like 8%, but I just don't see it, man. Like, man, because I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
Maybe, our black community isn't your black community or whatever, but, man, bitch isn't fucking likable.
Yeah.
Like, what's her most famous thing that she did while he was president? Oh, I can finally be proud of this country for once in my life.
Change the food for kids, And I think that's where the play is. I think the play is with Gen Z and the boomers.
Well, then, if you want to do that, then you talk about how these communists are always, or these world revolutionary movements, these fucking illuminists are always running fucking children in this, like, the Sunrise program.
Yeah.
How do you have this fucking Sunrise Foundation, non-government organization, literally fucking gathering high school kids and fucking having them line up to figure out who goes to jail. And this is public knowledge. And no adult ever went to jail for fucking manipulating these children.
Oh, man,
right?
Crazy. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
you know, and all the NGOs that are out there, right? Like all the Save the Children shit and fucking all this other shit. I mean, you know, but again, too, you know, we have a thing where like everyone's too busy and worried about the Brent circus to actually fucking worry about their future, right?
Right. They're trying to worry about eating.
Anyway, host hasn't been because I'm on like 5% here and I have a generator running. So,
all right, man, get home, get in safely, man. Hotep and Bill, bro. I will see you in the chats, bro. Be good. I'm so glad to hear your voice and see you in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Well, yeah, have a great weekend.
All right, brother. You too, man. Talk to you next week.
Yeah.
All right. Later. My dog, man, Jonah always come through with the heat, man. That's what he does, man. That Jonah come through with the heat. Make you think, bro. Make your head go spinning. All right, guys, I'm finna go ahead and call it, man. It's 10:13, 2 hours and 13 minutes into the show. It was a good show. We'll talk more Sunday. I just got things that I have to do now. Y'all be good. Y'all be great, man. If you enjoyed the show, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you didn't enjoy the show, still leave a comment. Let me know what you think, man. We do this for y'all. This is all reactionary. We bring up the videos. We talk about things. I turn you on to new stuff, and then, you know, we talk about it because that's what we do, man. I appreciate the fun. It was real. See y'all Sunday, 8 p.m. with my partner, Fresh Mike. Speaking of Fresh Mike, he says, peace, fam. This was a great one. It was great, man. And we just chopped it up, man, you know, and talked about some things. Also, before I get out of here, I told you guys about the mass shooting that we had in Savannah, right? One of the guys have been arrested. They were all teenagers, the people who they got. And they're going to make advantage. They're going to make examples out of all of them. I'll make sure that me and Mike talks about that more on Sunday, all right? You guys be good. I will see you on Sunday. Don't forget, man, donations are accepted. $3LSENT, $, the number 3 LSENT. You can also drop super chats or rumble rants. It's all good, man. I'm going to pour them right back into the stream. I'm going to pour it in the stream so much that the donations that I did get recently, I'm on my way to Best Buy, and I think I'm going to buy a new camera. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't really know. I'm still thinking about it, what I'm going to spend the money on. But anyway, man, keep dropping them in, keep supporting, and we're just going to get bigger and better, man. The background's going to change. We're going to do some new things, man. I do have one more studio space that I'm building out currently, and it's going to be amazing. So, guys, get ready for that. All right, y'all. This has been real. I love y'all. Pro is up out this thing, and we ain't gonna play no music tonight either because I got things to do. Let's get it.